This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago, coming from the TCSF podcast. In the 606.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, it's just the two of us right now. So we're just going to shoot the crap. You're tuned into the TCSF podcast with Big Z and Stevie B for the No Water Weekend podcast, coming straight to you from the 606 Media Studios, powered by True Chicago sports fans. This is episode 240. We're fired up to dive into everything that makes Chicago great with our Chicago sports teams. Brought to you by 606 Media, where your ultimate source for all things Chicago. Don't forget to swing by 606media.com and snag some of the official TCSF podcast t-shirts, sweaters, Razorbacks. What else do we got? Football jerseys. There's all types of cool stuff on there for the podcast. And then you can also check out our exclusive For the Love of Sports merchandise line. A lot of cool stuff on there. Again, light hoodies, thick hoodies, tank tops to work out in, Razorbacks for the ladies. I think, yeah, we do a little bit of everything on it. Go check it out. Great stuff. It gets to you very, very quickly and helps the podcast continue to grow and pays the bills.
Yeah, we like paying bills. I mean, I'm going to start paying bills again. Your boy Stevie B got a job. So breaking news. So
hold on. Do I have a breaking news thing on here? Yeah, I do.
Maybe.
Breaking
Stevie has got a job. Yeah, pretty much. It took a while, but she had said it's been 3 months, because it has been 3 months.
Wow.
Since December. So
Jesus, it flies by.
Tell me.
All right, people that are watching on Facebook, thank you for tuning in on a week-to-week basis. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and continue to comment and like us and subscribe and share and all that great stuff. You're supposed to do what?
Smash and subscribe.
That's right. Thank you, Steve B. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, please leave us a 5-star review. It means the world to us. It just helps us out so much to stay on top. I know we posted that we were, I think, what was it, 8 out of 60? And
yeah,
the other one? I don't know. We were in the teens out of 100.
Oh, yeah. Teens. Yeah, I was out of like 50 something, I think.
Yeah, it was number 8 out of 60, and we were in the teens out of the top 100 Chicago podcast for sports. So thank you for doing that for us. We can't do it without you. Thank you for all the people that are watching, listening, and subscribing. And if you're just watching on the clips, continue to watch those clips and share them. It makes us look pretty cool.
Yeah, official in most ways.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you want more ways to get involved, support the show with a monthly subscription at anchor.fm/True Chicago Sports Fans for as little as 99 cents a month. It helps us out.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. And if you are, once you're done watching us live here, you can go over to the 606 Media Family podcast. You got him podcated with myself, Big Z, and we dive into fantasy. I always strip on this. Fascinating life. I wrote this. Fascinating life stories with engaging discussions, insight interviews, and plenty of humor. This week we dropped one with Otto Michel, great friend from high school, owns Estrella Negra over there in Fullerton and Western. Go over there and support his business. Great Mexican fusion food. We talked about all things that how he got his restaurant started. His story with the cartel. You got to listen for that story. It's a great story.
Oh, I need to hear that story. Maybe I get another job. You never know.
You could. How he met Fluffy and his relationship with him, Martin, and Hooter. And we sampled some food and some spirits. So tons of cool stuff on there. And our friend from high school, Lily, showed up at the interview while I was recording live. She just showed up and sat next to us, so she's in every shot. So say hi to Lily when you see her. So also No Water on the Weekend with Steven and Sean, pop culture podcast featuring funny trivia, film, music, TV, music, and all the Chicago latest centric news and happenings. What's on the docket this week, Stevie B?
Yeah, so anyone who's come in through the 606 Media page on YouTube or on Facebook, it's been great chatting with a couple of people on there. So thanks for stopping by. It's been fun this week. I played some clips of who should be the next Batman. If you've seen the new season of Reacher, the second to last episode. I believe it's 8. He just delivers this line, I don't want justice, I want vengeance. And if you play the Batman song behind him, it seems perfect. So I geek out. You see me. Yeah, the lightning. Pretty much we were talking about crazy things that are going on in the city of Chicago. A lot of movie stuff and trivia we did because actually today is National Mixed Cocktail Day. So it's perfect. And Sean does really well because he knows his cocktails. So I think he got 10 out of 10. So, good for him. Yeah. It was going in.
Like that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. And then our buddy Matt this weekend, he celebrated his 40th birthday party. I started drinking because of March Madness. I don't think we're talking about March Madness that much.
We'll touch on it.
But yeah, drinking from 1 till 2 o'clock in the morning. So it was a long day. That's for sure. So.
Wow, that's a marathon.
Well, yeah, but also there was a small bar, only one bartender. But anyway, so that's been this week for me. And yeah, you could check all that stuff out on No One on the Weekend and watch it on a clip here on the YouTube channel. And you could write a review, see how we did.
Yeah, definitely go check that out. I still haven't seen it. I will. I usually try to watch it on Tuesday or Wednesday. I try to catch up on the No One.
You could actually play it for your students. It's rated PG-13 in some aspects. Yeah.
This one is. Make sure you label those on the YouTube what they're going to be. All right, without further delay, episode 240, opening day. Home opener, I called it. I think home opener 25. The reason I called it home opener 25 is because me and Ivan are going to the White Sox home opener.
Nice.
We're going to go there. We're going to go to probably Cork and Carries and hang out with Yurko from ESPN 1000, and then go to different tailgates and raid their beer and food.
You know what? That sounds like a great idea. It does. It sounds like fun. When is opening day for the White Sox?
This Thursday coming up. So in a couple of days, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong.
You got tickets already?
Ivan bought 2 tickets, and he bought me a ticket. So
I would have gone.
I know.
Is it at what 12 o'clock?
I believe it's a 3:10 game.
I'd be rushing to go and then go bowling.
Yeah, we're gonna get there around 10 or 11.
You know what? That's fine. I'll look around for a ticket. You know me. We sit in the outfield and whatever. So
yeah, everybody's gonna be out in the outfield. All right, we got some comments coming in. All right, what up, Beto? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in, man. Always enjoy when you're on the show, man. We are doing just great. We're about to get started with episode 240, home opener 2025, and let's start off with the White Sox. They made a move today. They actually won the last game of spring training today against the A's. They are setting down Chase Maydroff, one of the pieces from the Garrett trade. They're setting him down to AAA. He was doing pretty okay in spring training, but he needs more seasoning, which means maybe Jacob Amaya might be in the lineup. I'll talk more about him a little bit, but there's also veterans Nick Matton and Tristan Gray, 28 and 29 respectively, who have minor league deals on non-roster invites that could be possibilities. You also have Brooks Baldwin, who can be up here playing shortstop. There's a lot of still uncertainties going 2 days before we open for opening day. Maydroff, like I said, was acquired from the Red Sox in the Crochet trade, was batting 293, 437, 400 in AAA Worcester. So this is last year. This year, 154 with a 179 slugging percentage. You're not playing every day. He was playing different positions. So, you take that with a grain of salt. I always take spring training with a grain of salt. A lot of people do very well or very bad. You can't really tell what the actual thing is. So let's see, roster updates. Looking at your opening day starter is going to be Sean Burke. And then you're going to have Jonathan Cannon, Davis Martin, Martin Perez, and closing out number 5 with Shane Smith, possibly. They're still not set on a couple of things. I think they have like around 49 or 50 people still on the roster, and there's going to be more moves. Omar Narvaez, who was picked up on again a spring training non-roster invitee, looks like he's going to be released, but may be brought back on a minor league deal and stash him down there. For some reason, the White Sox are stashing catchers. They've got 4 good ones. They got Matt Tice, Corey Klee, who was here last year, and they drafted or traded for one and drafted another one. So they have a lot of catchers. They're literally trying to solidify the backstop along with the pitchers that are coming in the influx in the next 6 months to a year. So what does that mean for the White Sox? Well, there's a lot of uncertainty. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. Pitching is going to be very young, and the veterans that are on here don't expect them to stay long if they do well, right? They'll be flipping people. Like I said, Corey Lee and Matt Tice are going to be your catchers. Infielders right now, what we have is Amaya, Baldwin, Ramos, Rojas, Sosa, Vargas, and Vaughn. All right, the only person you would know would be Andrew Vaughn, who plays first base. I don't think you know anybody. Maybe Lenny Sosa. He played a lot last year. He might be sponsored around from second, third, and short. He's really good defensively. He started turning around the offense towards September. So they're giving him a shot on the major league team. Ryan Ramos played third base a lot towards the end of the year. His bat got hot. Again, these are all young guys that need multiple reps if you're going to see what they can do on the major league level. So right now, there's no need to rush the guys we just picked up in the Crochet trade or the Cease trade. Let's let them develop, let them season, let them marinate as we see what we have up on a major league level roster. If that's not the case, you bring up the kids, you ship these kids out, DFA them, move them down, whatever you need to do. But we need to get good really, really fast. Our outfielders, Benintendi's back from the broken hand. He still has a non-displaced fracture in his pinky finger on his hand. He was hitting yesterday. He did not play today. Luis Robert got a couple home runs this spring training, so he'll be playing a lot of center field and DH. Austin Slater is a surprising name who's been hitting the ball pretty well. Mike Tauchman, who we signed from the Cubs, and Michael A. Taylor looks like I believe he was released the other day. But they might bring him back. So lots of stuff going on with the White Sox. Again, they got the home opener. They introduced a bunch of new food yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised you didn't get invited.
I'm not a season ticket holder anymore.
Oh, that's right. Oh, well, I mean, there's got to be influencers that went over there that are not season ticket holders.
Yeah, there is. There was one that was supposed to be on the show who I'm not going to name, and she canceled last minute. But
whatever. I think I know, but I get you. Okay, we're not talking about it. But did you like any of the food? Are you going to try any of it?
You know
what you're going to have? You're going to have that cake shake, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not paying $40 for a cake shake.
What? It's $40?
I don't know, man. I'm already lactose intolerant. I'm not going to be doing running to the bathroom more than I usually have to go.
You're going to be sitting down more than standing up.
Oh yeah. For some reason, let's get this. I got the iPad not cooperating now. Anyways, I did see there is like what are those, like the big old corn dogs?
Yeah, I know what they are. I don't know the exact name, but I wouldn't try it. With
the hot Cheetos.
I got one that's down the block, North Avenue, and I've yet to go there. So, I mean, some of the food looked great. I would definitely, eat some of that, and of course, why wouldn't I eat some of the food there? It's always good, and I can't complain about the chicken tenders there. But yeah, no, that's great. Again, I'll try to find a ticket for Thursday and go with you guys since I don't have anything to do besides bowling that day. So, and also about bowling, we're talking about sports. We're in first place.
So are we.
That's awesome. But yeah, you want to jump into the Cubs? You got more White Sox stuff.
No, I wanted to pull up the food, but it's not coming up here. Give me 1 second to pull up the food. I know there is somewhere here. Come on.
All right. Well, you do that. I'll talk a little bit about the Cubs, and we could go back.
No, I think I got it right here. All right,
okay, there you go.
All right. So they're gonna have new offerings. It's called Taste of Korea, which will feature Korean bubble waffles stuffed with everything from chicken to chilies to ice cream. They have the Korean corn dogs, is what we were talking about earlier.
There you go. Yeah.
With the Diablo, was gonna have like mozzarella cheese and flaming hot Cheetos. Again, can't do. No, that's a no for me. That's a definite no. That's man. I'd be in that. I'd be pushing people out of the way to get to that the porcelain toilet right there. They're gonna have strawberry ice cream nachos. Again, that sounds great.
I think they're gonna use waffles or the cone for like the nacho part, maybe. think
Yeah.
that's what I saw. So
Yeah.
not actual nacho chips or tortilla chips.
They got a smash burger patty melt. They got loaded brisket cheese curds. A lot of cheese and a lot of dairy on a lot of stuff. And
Man, you better take a lactose pill.
No, I'm good. I'll stick to what I know. And then the birthday cake shake is the one that you're talking about with funfetti cake blended in, whipped cream and pinwheel cookies. So it looks like the scoreboard. So those are some of the highlights on there. But again, that's a lot of dairy. I mean, I'll do a smash burger, light on the cheese, but
or just don't get cheese, man. Just don't do it to yourself.
Don't do it to myself.
I don't want you to be like, hold my beer, and then I see you just sprint, push your little kids out the way.
It's like, how'd you come back in different clothes? Don't worry about it.
Well, you have all your merchandise right there if you need a change of clothes, except pants. Except pants.
I'll be wearing shorts in 40-degree weather.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, all that stuff sounds good. I mean, I have the Cubs stuff pulled up for food on our end. I don't know. I didn't see anyone post. But they'll probably just do a pan over. They probably won't even have people there.
Where?
They usually do at Wrigley Field when they show the new food.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I
haven't
seen what new food they got.
But I do have it right here though. But yeah, what they have. So
Beto's chiming in, and how many games are the White Sox and Cubs going to win this season? In our opinion, I think the White Sox do hit 60.
I think they're going to hit below 60.
Right, and that's the bet, Beto. So if you want to jump on this bet, bring your money. Bring your money, boy.
It's just a hat, so that's pretty much what it is.
We're betting a hat. We're betting a new era hat. So Beto was also saying you better have your dairy pills and Tums ready. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but I know what they look like at the store. So I will probably pick some of them just in case.
And a lot of beer, so a lot of beer
is definitely something that's going to happen. With the Cubs. All right.
Oh,
the Cubs,
boy. Oh, boy.
Let's start with the Tokyo series.
Well, I woke up for nothing. Okay. I literally woke up for nothing. I was up already till 5 playing video games, and then I just kept it riding. And then when I got to the last game and it was 4-1, I was just like, I'm going to sleep. Okay, see, Berto's got it. See, smart guy.
It's a hat. It's a new wear hat. I'm not choosing.
So, yeah, we got some tough losses. We said spring training doesn't mean anything, but Javier Assad is out the door because he's injured. But I'm kind of happy for the rotation getting a little bit deeper, there's some injuries there, but Brown turning heads for the first half, working with a 3.5 ERA and 55 and 1/3 innings of working with that. So it's been impressive to see him. He's a young kid. I think he's going to do well and get the 5th spot until Assad gets better. But Brown is a right-hander, so more right hands, I guess. To be honest, I don't think they named the opening day starter yet. We got a couple more games in spring training.
You already had your
Shota, yeah, but I meant like Shota. At Wrigley.
At Wrigley, we don't know. Because, they're gonna play. They're gonna start their season in Arizona, and then I think they're playing
San Diego.
Well, they're playing home at San Diego.
Yeah, in the 4th.
Yeah, so we got a long way before that.
Yeah, again with spring training, it's pretty much whatever. Tomorrow they play Atlanta, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to the 30th. All that they're going to be playing the Diamondbacks, and then they have 3 more games with the A's, and then it'll be by the 4th, and then we'll be at Wrigley, and I'll be there covering and asking people what you doing at Wrigley Field.
Did you already get your ticket?
Yeah, I have mine
for Cubs. Okay.
Yeah. My mom has 4 tickets, and there's 4 of us. So,
boo.
Yeah. But you are going to the Hawks game with me tomorrow, still, right?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely going to a Hawks game tomorrow. They actually did win. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the Cubs, and we're gonna answer. I want you to answer Beto's question on how many games you think the Chicago Cubs will be winning this season.
I want to say over 88. So I want to say a solid 90, and it's got to be at a 90. If they want to go to the playoffs, they got to be over a 90 win team. If they hit 100 wins, that'd be awesome. I'm not projecting them getting 100 wins. I would say 90 would be there. If they do any less than 88 wins, I'm going to be disappointed because you're constantly being consistent. If you're if you saw the interview with the Ricketts, he said he wants to be consistent. So if we get 88 again, we're consistent, but we're consistently not going to the playoffs and not being a wild card team. And I told these guys, and I in our group message, I'm upset with that whole conversation with what Tom Ricketts is saying. That was like, I think last week, that interview he did. And, constantly being consistent. You don't want to be consistent. You want to grow. It's like you go to a job and you're constantly just working there just because you need a paycheck. Why don't you strive for bigger goals to get that upper management job and then work your way on to getting a World Series? But also this season is going to be a lot of changes if we don't get more than 88, or if we don't go to the playoffs. I think Jed Hoyer is on the hot seat for this season. And I think if he doesn't do any trades, but the trade deadline, depending on where we're at, once we get to the All-Star break, it's always if we get hot, and then next thing you know, we're close to being a playoff team. And then when it gets to the end, we start losing, we start choking, and then we're racing to get to first place. And then we lose to Milwaukee, we lose to Atlanta, we lose to the Dodgers, we lose to the Mets, we lose to the Phillies. It's like these teams even in the National League, it's hard. There are good teams in the National League, and if you can't compete with them, you're not going to get a spot at the table to be a wild card team. If you want to get there, you got to spend the money. And I hate this whole breaking even stuff, and it's just sad, honestly, if they don't do well. And we'll know by the first, I want to say, like close to the All-Star break, to see where we're at and what kind of team we are. What's our identity?
I kind of agree with a lot of points that you made. They do need to make another splash. And the reason I'm saying that is because they got Kyle Tucker for 1 year without signing him to an extension, which means he's going to hit free agency, which means that if the Cubs do not get to a fast start, expect to be trading Kyle Tucker for something, and rather than get nothing, right? If they're not in first or second place, really close by June 1st, there's going to be, in my opinion, a fire sale, because they're going to fire the GM or not resign him at the end of the season, and the president of baseball operations, Jed Hoyer, and I just had his name on top of my tongue, Hawkins. Yeah, him. So, which means I've never even seen that man. I don't know what he looks like.
Me either.
I definitely think right now that the Cubs need to come out guns blazing, fast start, be able to control the NL. It's hard. The Mets are going to be good. The Phillies are going to be good. The Dodgers are going to be good. Milwaukee's going to be good.
Atlanta
is going to be good, right? The same olds are going to be good. Cincinnati's going to be a little bit better with Terry Francona at the helm. You're going to have, the Padres should be good. If not, they'll be selling as well. So there's a lot of uncertainty with a division that's very winnable. The Brewers didn't do much.
Right. The only thing that they have is consistency with good coaching and hitting. And also Kyle Tucker, not the greatest spring training, but once it gets warm out, once it's, June, July, I don't have any issue. Yeah. Right. And I get people worried about it already. Like people are saying this is like, we just got him and we traded. And I'm like, no, just wait, hold your brakes. Kyle Tucker, he'll do his thing. It's spring training. You're, shaking off the cobwebs, but it is what it is. And I have full faith that he's going to bounce back in regular season and do his thing. So hopefully I get to see a home run on opening day. That'd be great for his stock.
Guys, hope we both win on opening day at home. That's wow. First of all, we're playing the Angels. All right. We're playing the Angels. All right.
Half the team that you traded is on the other side.
Right, exactly. All right. So we got a winning team. They're as bad as us, man. All right, let's go over your lineup. Starting at catcher, you got Miguel Amaya and Carson Kelly as your backstops. You were talking about the pitchers. We'll get into in a second. Person who had a pretty good game today, John Birdie, had a good game today. Michael Bush will be starting at first. You have Nico Horner at second, Matt Shaw at second, another second baseman. I'm sorry. You got Swanson at shortstop. Obviously, going to be starting there. Justin Turner is going to be your platoon guy at first and third. Greg Workman also had a home run today. He's going to play himself into a roster spot. Young guy, 25, left-handed bat, 6'4". Definitely a
Big
guy.
guy.
Big guy. They're going to put him
Big
at
guy.
third. So there's going to be a battle at third base between Birdie and Workman. Maybe they rotate them and use one as a DH. I know Shota's going to be a DH person that's going to be rotated as well. But yeah, you got that. In your outfield, you got PCA, Pete Crow, Armstrong, Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki, and like we said, Kyle Tucker. So you're going to have a DH there. So again, there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to be able to be a day off here, a day off there. No one's going to be playing 162 games.
Right.
Yeah. On your starting pitching side, like we talked about, Matthew Boyd and Ben Brown. You got Shota, Justin Steele, James Tyon. Those are your five.
Yeah, I'm not. I got to see how everyone pitches. I mean, I haven't been liking what's been going on in pitching as of late. Justin Steele is finding out his ways. Hopefully, he doesn't regress. But I'm waiting for the regular season for him to, get his footing in, get some games in consistently. But it's not looking great. I think he's having a bad spring training. Actually, I don't think he's done a whole lot. He's played some games. He's done some, amazing pitching, but I don't know. We'll see how he comes out the gate. So if he's opening day starter at Wrigley, hopefully he pitches lights out like Shota did last year.
Yeah, I would love to see Steele or Tyon be your opening day pitcher at home.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think we'll have the rotation all the way through to get Shota to open a game, but you never know, right? You never know.
Right.
So
right.
Anything else on the Cubbies?
Last thing for 2025 Chicago Cubs season, Wrigley Field will feature new food items like habanero sandwich, short rib sliders, New England lobster rolls, chili lime fries, and sticky pork bao. So
okay, little dumpling things. Yeah,
the habaritos sandwiches I want to try.
Jibaritos. Yeah, Jibaritos.
Yeah. Pretty much they have small cheval in there, and then the home run in pizza that's really small. It's not even a home run. But yeah, so pretty much other than that, basic hot dogs and nachos and ballpark food besides. But yeah, I tried the New England lobster roll. Well, you can't eat it because you'll die. Exactly.
Shellfish allergy. I'll stay away from that.
Yeah.
Eat that shit by yourself on the concourse.
But they did start. I think JC brought it to our attention. I think 2 weeks ago that they're putting up pickleball buildings, not pickleball, but they're apartments.
Two beautiful buildings. These graystones have been standing there for about 100 years. They've been renovated. They're beautiful. They've been using for part of the rooftops or whatever they've been using them for. They're scheduled for demolition.
They did already. They got one of them down
already.
Yeah, one of them's down already. And I'm surprised that they're doing that this late because opening season is like right around the corner. So they're going to have all those trucks there on the back end of where the outfield is.
No, they'll make sure to have it cleared out before all that.
Yeah, it's down. You see it just getting crumbled down.
Oh,
it's a beautiful building. It looks like our building or the building here. Yeah.
Those buildings were meant to last a lifetime, and it's just sad that they're going to put some cheap-looking monstrosity that's going to take 2 lots, and they're going to put a pickleball court on top.
It would have been
cares about pickleball.
To be honest, I think that rent is going to be like $3,000 or maybe $5,000 a month.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? If you're an idiot enough to pay for that, you're an idiot. $5,000 a month.
It depends. Maybe I win the Mega Million, and I'd move tomorrow. Bye, Sean. Or I'd buy the building back from my grandfather and be like, here, and then put in the will.
You pay rent.
And then put in the will. If something happens to you and you still have all this money, it goes back to me again. So, but yeah, so with the Cubs, I'm excited. It's right around the corner. I could smell the hot dogs and the onions from here. Actually, I could smell the White Sox ones closer because I'm right in the middle. So,
yeah, I think we have better hot dogs.
Yeah, well, the one that's across the street from the park that we go to, I think that has a really good hot dog, and I'm not lying. I don't drive over there because, it's not my territory. But we go there, and it's great. Hot dogs are awesome.
One of the great hot dogs right there across the ballpark, right before the viaduct.
Do you know the name of it?
I don't know off the top of my head. I know it's got funny. People, if you're a White Sox fan, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, you want to take a break? And on the backside, we're going to come back with our Madhouse on Madison report. Yes. And we'll talk Bulls and Blackhawks. So there's news there, right? We'll be right back after a word from our commercial. I'm all over the place today.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/, or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports. Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots. So let's kick it back over to Big Z.
No Water on the Weekend.
Welcome back to the TCSF podcast with Big Z featuring Stevie B from the No Water on the Weekend podcast. And it is that time to talk about our Chicago teams that play. We got Beto hungry. Chicago teams that play at the Madhouse on Madison. And Stevie B, we'll start off with the Blackhawks, who actually had a big win yesterday.
They did.
They were a real big win yesterday. I think they got about 10 games left. But what does that mean for us?
Well, when it comes to the offseason, we need to get Spencer Knight some protection at the goal, because we keep having it always there. Last week, Tuesday, I was at the game and they played the Krakens. We lost 6-2. The first half, first period, we looked great. 2 goals in the first period, and they scored 1 right before the end of the first period. Next thing you know, we fall apart in the second, and we lose control in the third period. That's been a constant thing that's been going on with the Blackhawks. We start off great. We're on fire at home. Then we lose it, and then everyone walks out of the stadium pretty sad and upset, like I did. Definitely did not drink my feelings. I ate my feelings because I actually been trying to try a lot of the stuff there in the stadium, because I haven't been there that much. I haven't gone to one Bulls game this season, which is shocking for me. I've been mostly going to see the Blackhawks. And then on Saturday, we lost to St. Louis 4-1. And then yesterday on Sunday, I don't know what we had, if we had pre-workout, but we won 7-4 against the Philadelphia Flyers, which is incredible because, they're a pretty good team. So Ryan Danto's value and Tyler Bertuzzini's hot and cold meter, they've been back and forth, but on a day the Blackhawks had a ton of kid-themed content for their best day ever, which was their best day ever. The Flyers filled the nets with the puck for 60 minutes. Neither goalie were likely having fun, but it was a 7-4 Blackhawks victory. But the building of fans and their feet were all over the excitement. It was great. They're desperate for that big win because you're coming off of a couple losses that are, pretty big goal lead, right? Other than that, I think it was just overall a great game. Following Saturday's emotional game in St. Louis, Maroon was still riding high from Sunday's collaboration with Nick Falgoni. Also Aya Mazovicevic on the Blackhawks for his first goal. Some of these names on the Blackhawks are incredibly hard to pronounce. I have to listen to the announcer say them a couple times before I have to practice them. But other than that, it was overall a great scoring game. That's why we play the game, he said. They managed to finish again with a great amount of goals, especially at home. You know, you've been having some losses at home, and obviously it's an emotional game, right? And sometimes you don't know when you're going to score again. So for him to get his first goal, which is great. But I think the last couple of games, the guys are just going to play hard. They're playing for themselves, playing for their trade value, playing for their stock. It's just a season that was filled with fun and excitement. And now it's like, okay, we need to get better faster. We can't be taking this long process. Let's get some more defense. Let's get another guy in free agency that actually, is a scorer, help out Bedard. And I think we're right in the right direction. But I think we should be better next season. In my eyes, I hope we're better than this next season because
I agree with you. We got to be better. We got to be better next year. They sit after 71 games. 71 games. That's that mathing right there. I'm looking at the Chicago Blackhawks and it says they have 21 wins and 41 losses. Well, that's not
great. And we have 11 games left. So
nine ties. Yeah, they're 2-6-2 in their last 10 with 1 win. They got 51 points right now, which would be second place in the tankathon to the Sharks, who have 47. So, if they can just win tomorrow or whenever we go Wednesday. Yeah, we're going Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
If they can win Wednesday and then lose the rest of the games, I'd be pretty happy with that because I want that first pick overall. Yeah,
I think that'd be great. Honestly, I think that would be amazing if we had that opportunity. What was I going to say? So they have games coming up. It's a 6:30 game on a Wednesday, which is interesting, I believe, because they're in New Jersey. The Devils are also having a slow start. They're not doing so well. They've been losing a lot of games. So it's a 50-50, but also I've been at, 1, 2, 3, 4 games. I've only seen 1 win. So I hope to see another win at Wednesday night. So if you see us there, buy us a beer, or Big Z will buy you a beer because you're always tuning in with us and we support you. You support us.
That you subscribe to all 3 shows. You're not getting this for free. You got to put some work in, man.
And you know what? I also thought that we won really big because Ben Johnson was in the building that night, and that guy brought in so much energy. Everyone was super happy. We're back, baby. We're back.
We're back.
It was great to see him there. He didn't have a fake rip-off looking jersey. It looked official, if you know what I'm talking about.
Well, they gave him one. They have to give him one. Okay.
Well, Reinsdorf, Jerry had a fake one on. Remember that whole thing?
Jerry who?
Cubs owner. He was there in attendance and he had a fake looking jersey on. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, yeah. The owner of the White Sox. Jerry.
Oh, the White Sox. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah.
He was there and he had a really ugly looking. It was tilted. You could tell it. Yeah,
it was probably from 1980 because he don't spend no money. It's probably the same one from when he was a kid or something, man.
Well, yeah, I guess so. That was my only comment. But Ben Johnson was there with his kids, and they have a new thing now. I guess I don't know how they pick people, but they pull the sound or the when they score a goal, so which is cool. Okay. Let's talk about the Bulls now. That might be going to the NBA Finals.
And right. Let's not go there, bro. I know Kobe got named Eastern Conference Player of the Week, I believe.
Yes, he did
today. So I'm looking at his stats because he's been balling out in the last 10 games.
Yep.
In the month of March, let's go from March 2nd. Yeah, March 2nd. Let's see. Where is this?
Israel said, I hope that Jerry Reinsdorf will keep the White Sox for the next 20 years.
Israel, I hope you stub your toe at the edge of your bed. Since March 2nd, did I say? Yeah, March 2nd. He's got 26, 25, 44, 21, 29, 31, 23, 26, 24, 35, and 36 points per game. The man is balling. Now that everyone is out of his way, I really think that he's starting to find the mesh that he needs to do with Giddey and Buzelis on how to, because they have nothing but guards now. So again, I think right now he's balling now. He's saying, "This is my team. I'm taking over. It's okay, that the guys that we picked up are doing their thing, and it's a new person every day that's supplementing Kobe, which is great. We know Vooch is going to be out the door. They have to re-sign Giddey. They're not getting the Duke player. No, they're not getting the Duke players. There's a lot of holes that there will need to be addressed on the Bulls team, but they have like 12 guards, dude. It's ridiculous. And Patrick Williams, cut him. Just effing cut the dude.
Yeah, I agree 110% with that.
Yeah, how are you 6'8" and can average a double-double on a team that doesn't have a power forward, doesn't have a small forward that's reliable? I mean, I know Giddey and Buzelis play small forward here and guard, and they're just big guys. But come on, Patrick Williams, you should be scoring 10 and 10 every single night without a doubt. Stop shooting the three. That is not your job, bro. Not your job. Go get rebounds. Go dunk the ball. Do the dirty work. Do the Taj Gibson. That's what we need you for. I despise that we paid that man without letting him go to free agency and test it out because he was restricted, which we could have matched if we wanted to keep him. We outbid ourselves, and we did that to ourselves. The Bulls do that to themselves all the time.
It's nothing new. It's really not. It's nothing new with this. And I will say this. You're able to beat the Lakers. I mean, James had 17 points and Luka had 34. But can't keep thinking of his name. Buzelis, right? He had a great dunk over Luka.
Oh yeah, the behind the back and then just went in front of him. Like, whoop.
It was great. But you kind of get a glimpse of the future, kind of like I like Josh Giddey. Okay, keep Kobe White. All right. Buzelis, like he's playing great. He's a great dunker. Matas. Yeah,
he's a rookie.
And he got his career high of 31 points, 12 out of 18 from the field, 5 of 10 from threes. See, what I like about this guy, he takes it to the rim. He's not just shooting threes, right? So that's what I want to see.
Yeah, we were definitely running back. Yeah, they were definitely just shooting threes and just running back, and it's not something it's not entertaining basketball. It's literally pickup basketball, just like Israel said, Westbrook. Yeah, but you know what? Westbrook can turn it on and get a triple double.
Yeah,
right. He's in Denver right now, isn't he?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
He had a triple double because the Joker was out, and the Bulls are playing the Nuggets today right now against them. So I don't know. I haven't checked the lineups on who's playing.
Josh Giddey, 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 17 assists and 8 steals. That's awesome.
Almost a quadruple double. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I mean, it's gonna be fun to see these guys grow together and see what they can do. But I don't have any trust in the front office. There's not a front office in Chicago that I trust right now.
I think they're still high right now about, we beat the Lakers. We beat the Lakers, right? It's like,
I mean, they're 6-4 in their last 10. They beat Sacramento. They beat the Lakers. They almost beat Phoenix. Like they're playing very good basketball. But if Patrick Williams would just step up, man, just step up, do something. The Bulls are on the rise. Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna get in the play-in, right? Which
if they keep playing like this, they might even get the 7th, 8th seed. They can climb up as high as the 7th seed. I don't see them going there, but they'll be in the play-in game and they'll get tossed out.
Yeah, we're totally in the 9th seed right now. I mean, the Heat are, not that far behind us, and the Magic are 2.5 above us. So I mean, I don't know. It's not going to go well like how we see it. We go into the playoffs and then we get run out.
No.
So, but we'll see. I mean, the coach likes playing with young players, so he's good at managing the young players.
No.
No, definitely not. He's not opening up his wallet.
First of all, he's about to lose the White Sox controlling interest pretty soon. And then the Bulls, he doesn't run the Bulls. His son runs the Bulls.
Yeah. And Jerry probably hasn't opened up his wallet in years. It's got moths and dust on that thing.
He's got a condom in there that's just dust. It's not even a condom in there anymore.
It's just the rim shape.
It's just the rim shape on his wallet.
From 1975.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm excited to see the Bulls what they do, but if it's the same old team, that is probably going to happen. Watch, like if we don't sign anyone, it's going to be the same team as they did really well, right? Let's keep this squad together and not do anything. And that's what the Bulls do, and the White Sox do the same thing.
Yeah, and it's also sad because we also have Lonzo Ball, who's coming back from injury. Obviously, he's not playing every day. He's not doing back-to-backs, and they're kind of babying him.
He's got a new sponsor, by the way. I don't know if you saw his commercial.
Oh, who does he have?
Buzz Bomb.
Oh, that's right. He had that gigantic Buzz Bomb.
Yeah, so they're not a sponsor of us, so that's the only word we're going to speak about them. But yeah, that's his sponsor, and he's dribbling. He's got a full thing. Yeah. So good for him. I think he might be gone. Oh, no, he's not. They re-signed him. So, yeah. All guards. So that's us.
Yeah, this is literally running gun. So
that's our identity is guards.
Yeah, well, I mean, after we jump off this show, I am gonna watch the Bulls. They're gonna be on there as I edit the rest of the show and post it on the audio version and make all the clips and all that. But I'm gonna watch just to watch the end of the season. There's 10, 12 games left, 11 games left. This is the best part for me of like sports season because it's like there's NFL news. NHL's about to go into playoffs. NBA's about to go into playoffs. You got March Madness. You got spring training, opening day. Like you got a little bit of everything. This is the best time to be a sports fan. You got a little bit of everything. Then towards the end of the year as well, like
then you get football ready.
Yeah, September, October, where everyone is playing. It's awesome as well. So there's the 2 times, spring and fall, where all the sports are being watched and played. What does Israel say? We need a player like Quentin Davis on the Bulls. You also need a center like Artis Gilmore. You do know they're like 70, right? Okay.
Well, he wants players that play like them, but most young players now, they don't play like that.
No one plays like that anymore. Everybody run and gun. They want to play like Steph Curry, chuck it up and run back and not worry about the rebound. And that works like maybe once a week. But we don't have the shooters like that, so.
Yeah, and the Bulls, I'd say the Bulls have a better, I don't know. I think they're playing better.
They do lead the league in 3-point attempts, which is the complete opposite of last year. So, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
All right. I do want to take another quick break before we do our stirring the pot. And our stirring the pot, it's gonna be kind of a hot take. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/, or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports.
What up? It's Martin Moreno, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans Podcast.
We got Stevie B from the No Water in the Weekend podcast. And, now we're done with talking about our Chicago sports. We got a hot topic for stirring a pot. And this week, a Chicago sports radio host was fired on his day off. How you get fired on your day off, Craig? Um, he definitely was fired for being dumb. What were you when you heard this news?
I got the nose broken to me because JC put it in the group chat.
I don't think I'm losing you.
All right. Yeah, JC put the article in the group chat, and yeah, that's how I found out. And usually I listen to 670 Score. I don't usually listen to Bernstein or Bernstein, or you could call me Dan. And it's just, I just don't. I'm not a fan. Yeah, I've never been a fan of him. I think his hot take with the White Sox has always been overreacting. And you're like, what do you expect? It's the same old. Same thing with the Bulls. I think somewhere along the line, I think entitlement actually got to him. Just feeling invincible at 6-7 in the score, and then he threatens because he caught a fish. Cool, you like fishing? Great. You take a picture of it, and then you're going at it on X. Yeah, and Dan just going back and forth, and then he gets the guy's kids involved. And you're an old man. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he's always been the old man yelling at the clouds. It's always been the same thing. And then who he got into with one of the Barstool guys.
I can't remember his name. He's a bigger guy.
Yeah, was it? I can't remember. Sorry, Barstool guys. Right, he got into it. Then Dan Portray got involved as well, and he said, "You count your days. I got a Dan Bernstein champagne bottle when you get fired." And sure enough, 6 months later, he gets fired. He pops it. He shares it with everybody at Barstool. You know what? I'm okay with him trolling everybody at that point because you did that to yourself. You went fishing and you engaged with fans. It's like, when I tell you guys, like, people are going to troll you to get under your skin, to do that on purpose. That's all they do.
I was afraid for JC about that.
Right. Right. Yeah, I was about to hit the mute button on him. But yeah, no, I mean, JC's smart. He understood what it was. He likes having conversation and banter back and forth, and he can do it in an adult way. So that's the way you do it. You don't go after someone. You don't threaten someone's family. You don't threaten kids. You got to understand, you're a public figure. People are going to try to antagonize you. They're going to try to troll you. They're going to try to do that. And if that's not what you want, don't be on social media. Don't post anything. Just post the news as you should be doing and reporting on anyways. So, it was a long time coming. Farewell. We're not going to miss him. I was never a fan. I know he was on there with Holmes and with other hosts, and you can just see how uncomfortable.
Layla.
Yeah, with Layla Rahimi, who's phenomenal. I really
want to know, and I hope they give her the actual position.
She
should have it. She's very informative.
Yes.
Yeah. She comes to work, and then she does things for CHGN. Yeah, for them. So, I mean, I think she should get the job. I know she's only on Wednesdays, so maybe if she has time on her schedule to do that show, that'd be great. I think she deserves it, and that'd be awesome.
There's a lot of talented people at 670 Score that deserve to be on air.
Or hire one of us. You'd quit your job. I'd quit my job that I just got today. If they called right now, that'd be awesome. That'd be a dream come true. I'd count my days and bless everyone and give to the poor. Now I'm just a bitter middle-aged man that has nothing.
Oh boy, are you gonna start yelling at the clouds too?
Why me? Yeah, but no, I get it. Na, hey, goodbye. It's the theme for him. So
yeah, definitely. Let's moving on with that, dude. Just we need younger, we need more vibrant people that will attract ratings. He wasn't one of them. Yeah,
I think Berto. I think with Marshall and Layla, that'd be great. I think that'd be awesome to see. the whole thing was firing because he posted a photo with him with a fish, and then he got into it with a fan. So
bad interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Bad interaction that he tried to delete it. Bro, if it's on the internet, they're gonna find it.
I mean, screenshots after screenshots, especially if that guy has it and he's talking to him. I'd be screenshotting the whole thing and then trying to sell it to a news audience and get some money out of that, because that's a story, and stories sell.
Yep. All right. You want to do what you watching?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do what you watching that isn't sports, Stevie B.
All right. So Reacher, I said, it's a great show.
Yep.
If you know what I'm talking about, the line was, I don't want justice, I want vengeance, is a great quote from the guy who plays Reacher. It has been great. Going to Disney, Win or Lose. It's a Pixar movie. And I honestly think, and I was telling this to Sean, I think the generation of like your age group and mine, as we gotten older and gotten those jobs that work at Disney, have taken their traumas and putting them into the shows, because these kids shows, I am like relating to every single one of these kids having feeling like letting people down, or making bad choices, or it's 8 episodes, there's 8 kids, each one of these kids, and then I think 2 parents, and how each one of them, their lives are going different ways into the championship game. So you have each individual story that take place in a long story. They overlap each other and stuff like that. But I think that's a really good one. It's baseball themed. So
nice.
Softball, when it's co-league and stuff like that, which is cool. Rewatching The Punisher season 2.
Okay.
Been such in love with Daredevil. And that comes out tomorrow.
Yes.
I've been watching it with Sean. We've been getting our reactions. As soon as the episode is, my brain is like scrambled, and I'm like doing these deep dives in my head, and then I'm going on like Reddit, and then I'm chiming in, and then just doing all that fun stuff. So it's been fun talking about Daredevil. It's been really great to see the show. I think every episode so far has gotten a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
As it should.
As it should. And what's crazy is you're seeing more of Matt being Matt as a lawyer, and not yet so much of him being Daredevil just yet, but you get to see his senses, and this guy gets the ladies. He gets the ladies. The lady at district attorney, when he walks in, she goes, bantering back and forth, and he uses his sight and smell that she had a sweet from a bakery, and it's Lavia Day, and I'm like, how do you know I'm Lavia? They're like, yeah. I'm like, this guy gets the ladies.
Smooth operator, man.
Yeah. She-Hulk, between Karen, between the other one from the first season, I can't remember the name. Equalizer 4 will be coming out. Yeah, right. Me and trying to talk about going to see the Daffy Duck and Porky Pig movie that's in theaters right now.
Is that the horror film?
No. It's the actual animation that's in theaters.
Oh, okay.
It came out. And then we watched, me and Sean, after the show on Friday, got kind of drunk, and we were singing the Muppets. So that should have been recorded, because we're really jamming out, and you see Sean just getting out of the chair and just singing. He's got his beer that he always drinks, and yeah. So it's been a good week. What have you been watching?
Let's see. LFG, Legends and Future Greats. It's a wrestling reality show. So essentially, you got wrestlers of all walks of life, people who are boxers, who are gymnasts, all this stuff, that either have been there like a week, 10 days, 30 days, 6 months, 2 years in the training facility, and they're given a chance to win a contract, essentially. So it's been pretty cool, because the actual greats, the legends that are there training them, you got Bubby Ray Dudley from the Dudley Boys, you got Mickey James, you've got Booker T, and you got The Undertaker. So it's pretty cool to see those guys in a different light, rather than their characters. So you have that. That's my Sunday show. Obviously Severance, which just finished, and it was so great. I know Sean texted me as soon as he watched it. He's like, dude, it was a crazy show. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it later. I have to rewatch it, and then I'll go online and look at the breakdowns of stuff like that, which I really do enjoy. And I've sent you a couple of that one podcast that I do enjoy.
Yeah.
That one, Severance, and what else? The Pit,
mhm.
The Pit, which is on HBO with Noah Wiley. Every single episode equals 1 hour of their day of their job, and it's crazy. It's one of the most accurate medical shows out there. I have been watching Reacher. I love Reacher, and Daredevils has been amazing. I can't wait till Tuesday to tomorrow to watch the next one. What are we gonna say?
If we do karaoke, Israel's asking. I do. I will do it.
I will go and watch you guys do
Watch.
karaoke. I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will sing karaoke, Yellow Card Ocean Avenue. That's my go-to. And I will sing my heart out. And I'm actually pretty okay singing that song. I know words by heart. I could sing it
There
now
you
if
go.
you want to
No,
cut some time off if you'd like. But other than that, I think what you're watching, couple movies are coming out. If you guys are thinking about it, you guys should get AMC or Regal passes before July. If you get the VIP promotion, I think it's $22 a month. That's more than supporting us for 99 cents. So you could do both if you could afford that one as well. That July is going to be a blockbuster month.
Superman.
So Superman, you got Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, and then you got the Fantastic Four. So I would say get that pass. You get to see 3 movies, I think, a week, and then you get an upgrade on popcorn and drinks, and it works all for all the movies, even if it's a premiere. So I think maybe when he's in town,
Yeah,
Great
definitely.
laughs.
Let us know.
and yeah, I think even getting that now, movies are coming up, and Hollywood is kind of messed up right now. Novocaine came out.
Bombed.
But Hollywood,
I
me either. Was it 4 or 5? The last one I think is 7, considering if it's Creed. But yeah, Hollywood's all messed up. They're saying that, you want to bring back old IPs, bring back old and rewrite things, but then you have new stories that were just this past weekend,
No one's going to see him.
and no one or giving them bad reviews, and they're new stories. So I don't know. Oh yeah, Karate Kid. Oh
Legend,
man.
Yep.
Ralph Macchio, man, this guy's everywhere. I want William Zabka. William Zabka is the Karate Kid. And I told that to my dad. He goes, "No, you're wrong." I'm like, "No, I'm not wrong." He's like, "Ralph Macchio wins." I'm like, "Oh."
Russo had like
yeah.
6 months of training
Yeah,
and one with an illegal kick.
exactly. And he antagonized.
Yes.
Yeah, he antagonized the boys the whole time he was there. William Zabka. William Zabka would have got the girl, and he ruined it. And he's the real villain of the whole movie.
Yep.
Why doesn't anyone see this?
I do.
So yeah, jeez.
All right. I think this is a good time.
Oh, by the way, when you were talking about when you see the wrestling shows, when you were a kid, did you want to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
And what happened? You could have been Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. No. No. My body was not for that. Definitely not. Plus, I love food. I'm not a person that can.
So?
Yeah.
You could do both. You could be the guy that eats on the stage. or the guy who's eating elotes. The elote, they call it the taquero man.
Taquero man. I think the two herniated discs I suffered at 19 kind of just deleted that.
Well, then you really didn't love wrestling that much, did you?
No, I loved walking. That's what I loved. Walking.
If that happened and you got even worse injured, I'd be pushing up the ramp at guarantee rate. There's food. I'll go get you one. And then whoop, down the ramp. Oh God, that'd be great.
All right, Israel, thanks for chiming in. Beto, thanks for chiming in, bro. We love when you guys come on and you can bring us some banter.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, that is it for today. Quick, short show. Again, we will be. I'm seeing if I can go live with Ivan on Thursday as we go to the White Sox game. If you see us, say what's up. Buy us a beer. Let's have a good time. Let's have a taco. Take care, Israel. And we'll do all that. I know Stevie B's trying to get a ticket. We'll do that too.
Wednesday we'll be at Madhouse. Yep, 6:30. So if you see us there too,
busy week. All right. Thank you to you, our listeners, for sticking and supporting us through 240 episodes. Thank you to our sponsor, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans. And, go to 606media.com and get your official podcast gear or get the exclusive For the Love of Sports line. It's awesome. And then we're going to have No Water on the Weekend merch up on there very, very soon, as
I have the images. I'm working on cleaning up the No One on the Weekend one. Finding that little bottle guy has been the issue. So, the guy that who designed it, he's no longer with us. He's in our hearts and our spirits if you listen to No One on the Weekend. And those jokes alongside. But we'll get that out. I was actually going to talk to you about that after the show.
Let's do that.
So.
All right, you can find us on our socials. You can find Stevie B on what's your social? What's your handle?
On Twitch is just No One on the Weekend, so you get to see us. If you already follow and subscribe to 606 YouTube page, I'm working on the YouTube right now. I tried doing it on Friday before the show. There's a lot of stuff and components, and I had to resize images, so that'll be done. So Friday, we should be able to have more pages on there, so you could go on YouTube and have No One on the Weekend, and I'll be done by then. So yeah.
Beautiful. Again, you can find me at BigZ_606 Media everywhere and on my socials. Hit me up if you got a something you want to talk about, whether it's sports, you want to talk about movies, shows, food, interesting topics. Hit me up. The DMs are open. And if you want to do an email, truechicagosportsfans@gmail.com. So we want to hear from you. All right, y'all. For CBB, I am Big Z. We'll see you next time for episode 241. And until then, be good to each other for the love of sports.
Swoosh.